Drone Deploy is an amazing app for both Android and iOS that takes autonomous control of a drone, a DJI Phantom 3, 4, or Inspire, flies it around an area that you specify on a map, and makes a 3D map out of it. It's freaking crazy. It's awesome to like map your house or your neighborhood or something. If you're a professional, I can imagine it'd be so useful for things like surveying property, checking on your crops if you're a farmer or something. But let's just see how it works. I hooked my phone up to my remote control. That's what you do with a USB cable, just like you're controlling it. But instead of running the DJI Go app, you run the Drone Deploy app. Within Drone Deploy, I'll hit Add a Flight. I name it, we'll call it Beach. So now what I need to do is to draw a box around where I want it to actually fly. So you can see it gives me boxes here. And I'm going to do my best not to fly over people's property. You can zoom in, of course. And so now you can see that for that route that I've just plotted, it's going to scan 8 acres. It's going to take 3.5 minutes or so. It's ready to fly. So now I just need to hit the airplane button here to fly it. So we can see a live feed of the photos that it's taking here. The drone is moving along this path here. And if at any point I need to take control, I can hit the switch here to a different mode and then manually pilot it back, just for safety. I do need to keep an eye on it, make sure nobody gets underneath it. It's going 28 miles an hour now. All right, and then it wraps it up, and I guess it'll probably, yeah, so now it'll draw a line back to the return point where it started.
Okay.
The drone will automatically land roughly where it took off.
That was pretty close to the tree.
But sometimes it lands 10 or 15 feet away.
Ah, shit, I'm gonna have to take control.
Be sure you take off from a big, flat area. It doesn't need to be in the area you're photographing. Using your computer's memory card reader, upload your images to dronedeploy.com. Then wait a few hours while they process it. When your map is ready, Drone Deploy shows your higher quality 2D map overlaid on satellite maps. Click 3D and then double-click the middle of the map to make it easier to navigate. Drag your mouse to rotate it or hold the Shift key while dragging to move the mouse around. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. There are some settings you can adjust to see more about how the model was built. Gradual elevation shift should look great, but the sides of buildings will look like a melting nightmare. Flying your drone lower improves the quality, so change the elevation. But if you want to get the best quality for buildings, manually fly your drone after you've done the Drone Deploy automated routine, and take dozens or hundreds of lower altitude pictures with the camera angled diagonally rather than pointing straight down. If Drone Deploy flies it at 200 or 300 feet, you want to come down lower, like 100 feet, 50 feet, even like 25 feet, and tilt the camera more towards the building so you can see the side of the building. Then just move it to the side and rotate around the building and snap lots and lots of overlapping pictures at different altitudes and different angles. You can use the orbit feature in the DJI Go app to circle a building while manually snapping overlapping photos. To get images of this backyard, I kept the device stationary, but rotated it, spun it slowly while taking photos. Overcast days provide soft, even light without hard shadows and generally make the best 3D models. If you must fly on a cloudless day, fly when the sun is high in the sky to minimize shadows. If Drone Deploy can see the bottom of a body of water, it will be able to map the depth. You can use that model to calculate the volume and depth of a pool or lake. You have to subscribe to the higher level option at Drone Deploy, so you have to pay a little bit more per month.
Check out Drone Deploy, but please be careful. Don't fly over people's heads. Keep it legal. Check with air traffic control if you need to. Check out the Before You Fly app from the FAA. If you're flying in the US, it's good to find safe places to fly. If you want more drone videos and more photography stuff, subscribe. Give me a like, share with your friends. Thanks. Bye.